What's up guys, I'm going to do a quick run through of a TOA 500 solo run. It's on leagues, so just be aware this isn't really a guide. I'm just going to do this so that you can see what it's going to look like. And in terms of gear, it's all going to depend on what relics you've gone for. I've obviously got my Executioner's Axe, and if you haven't gone for Executioner, useless to you. So you do need the switch of melee, range and mage for Akka. Apart from that, just bring what's best for you. I've brought switches so it fits in my inventory nicely. It really isn't set in stone what you want to bring. Just fiddle with it, and whatever works best for you, bring that. I'll start with plugins. Always for bossing I have tile indicators set up as it comes, I believe. If not, that's how it is. Pause the video now if you want to make sure you've got all those the same. And I also have Tombs of a Mascot with, again, I think it's how it is, but I'll slowly scroll through, and then you can have a quick look at whatever you think might be different for you and get it the same if you want to get it the same. Apart from that, someone also asked what my 117 HD plugins was. I'll slowly scroll through that, and again, anything you want, pause the video, make sure it's the same. But there's the first lot, and there's the second lot. So if that's different to you, that's different to you. If you like the way mine looks better, just copy that verbatim. Like I say, it's not a guide. Don't get too caught up on anything. It's just the way I do it, and it's working really, really well for me. But point to note, I've got Banker's Note, which makes this, I would say, actually possible for me. Maybe you could do it without it if you're really, really good. Only reason I do it without struggling is because of Banker's Note. As you can see, I've set it to 2, so you can unnote quantity and change the quantity. I set it to 2, so whenever I want, I can just unnote certain things. For instance, if I'm down and no food, I do that twice, and I've got my tickets there ready. Same with those. I tend to wait till 2 things have gone, so if I've eaten a load of food, like that, it'll line up perfectly so I can do that, and then I've got my stuff ready again nicely. I've got my yellow Keris because it's always nice to have, and I've obviously got my room pouch. So like I say, enjoy the video and hopefully it helps. Invocations I'm using in TOA in the order I think you should be doing them to learn them. To start with my 150s, because this is where you unlock the possibilities of catching all drops on from purples and extra purples. I've got Softcore Run, Walk For It, Deadly Prayers, Lively Larvae, Blowing Mud, Not Just Ahead, Arterial Spray, Blood Thinners, Feeling Special, Gotta Have Faith, Shaking Things Up, Overclocked 1 and Overclocked 2 on. Don't worry about this one too much on leagues because it's going to be very easy. Just have some stuff on. Don't put Insanity on because there's no need, and it certainly doesn't benefit you with your 2-tick weapons. For my 300s, it's exactly the same as my 500s, but without Blazing Tombs on. So I'll run you through the 500s, and this is what I use to get a guaranteed purple every time. Softcore Run to give me a little bit more leeway, let's say. Walk For It, missing that time doesn't really matter. Need some help. Walk the Path, but it's the best and easiest 50 points I could find in there. Deadly Prayers, Lively Larvae, More Overlords, Blowing Mud, Not Just Ahead, Arterial Spray, Blood Thinners, Upset Stomach. I've also got Staying Vigilant, which means that Akka will randomly change prayers, so keep an eye on that. Feeling Special, Mind the Gap, take this one off and add another 10 points wherever you want if you do find yourself falling in that pit a little bit more, but with Softcore Run it doesn't really matter if you do fall in there. Gotta Have Faith, Shaking Things Up. I don't like Boulder Dash on because it hinders my ability to hit Baba between hitting the boulders a little bit. After that, Acceleration, Penetration, Overclocked 2, and Blazing Tombs. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to walk you through steady time how I'm doing my solo 500 TOAs. I've gotten pretty good at it, I think. And effectively, it's a purple every time. So far at least. I'm not 100% sure, but there's not much to explain in this room. It's pretty simple. If you're really good and really quick, you can get through this bit without having any dramas. Kill this croc before it gets to the middle. Unless it spawns on the opposite side like that. Obviously I've done that on purpose for lesson. Doesn't matter though, just adds a few seconds on, which again isn't a big deal. These yellow tile markers, they're in the plugin Tombs of a Mascot. And as long as you stand on them and start running, you skip a tile every tile, and the tiles that you're skipping are the ones that those things are later. So as long as you dodge the pulls, you don't take damage. And if you're perfect at the start, you get there really, really quick. If not, you get there a little bit slower. Not a big deal. I do have another guide on Teams of a Mascot that I made. It's not a Leagues guide, it's a normal guide, but it does help. A fine fellow commented recently that he used that guide to get through his first TOA on Leagues, so it definitely works. All the mechanics are the same. You just attack faster, means you can do a little bit more. And a higher invocation. I like to stand to the side in this room, because when he starts chucking stuff out like that, this isn't a good example, but worst case, make sure you're always praying right. I'm going to do 2 to hedge my bets here. I'm going to run over real quick. So if I don't get there soon, that will kill me. But I got there fast enough, so I'm good. Banker's Note is great. I set it to 2. I can unnote 2 things at once. Make sure your prayers are always right. That's the priority. If your prayers are right, you can't die. Well, you can, but that's the thing that will kill you, so get your prayers right. Your issues. So now, when that comes out, watch out for all that shit. The pulls are going to come from the south side first. Still need to dodge those. They're not too difficult to dodge. Once we've dodged those, start lining yourself up for these. Give yourself as short of a distance as you can to run. As you can see, you skip a tile, so if I'm right directly next to one of them, I can jump over it and it won't hurt me. Once you've done your shit on this side, run to the other side. Make sure your health's always high. Keep attacking. I run to the other side because next time the water comes out, it's going to come from that side. Doesn't matter too much because the next special is going to be another rocks special, where he fucking screams on the ground. So we are going to be moving about. It's just good habit to get into, knowing where things are going to come from. As you can see, standing to the side helps because when he chucks all these poison pulls out, they tend to be in the middle and they're really thick in the middle, especially with higher invocations. And with this, much easier that time. Push it into the rock, nice and easy. Nice and easy. I think nice and easy is going to be my YouTube catchphrase. And in 2 years, when I'm a billionaire, I'm going to get it all over my t-shirts and merch that I'm going to sell. When the water does come out, which won't be too long, it tends to wash away some of this stuff on the floor. So it is good, and it's not too overwhelming. They're dead now anyway. If you get your timing right, you can attack and move. Always good to not lose DPS. It's a bit more of an advanced thing that, so don't worry about it too much. Definitely on the bottom of your priority list of things to learn. I'll keep an eye on his health. I downloaded a plugin that gives me a number above any NPC's head. It's a percentage of their health. When you get to 20, I can use my Executioner's Axe, which is my last relic. And it basically erases 20% of the HP, so it just makes every boss much easier. And my gear, it looks quite good, but it's not the best. I've still only got a trident. So, a good example of you don't need the best gear to be soloing these. It's really quite doable for anybody that puts the effort in. Because I put a lot of work into this, getting good at these, because I'm not a top gamer at all. And it took me a lot of attempts, and it was very hard, and it was very stressful. But hopefully this guide will help you get there a little bit quicker. When he does that little wah at the end there, he starts throwing them twice as fast. Now that is below 20, or at 20. I put my axe on, chuck that, chucks it a couple times, and he's dead. And that's that room done and out of the way. Nice and easy. First room down. Now I am aiming for a 40-minute timer. I've missed it the last couple of times. All it does is take off 20 points of invocation, so I think it's still a guaranteed purple. You soloing these, so I dodged that one because that pillars one is the ship puzzle, so go whichever side that isn't. But bear in mind, I'm going to go this side, then hop across and do that side. So if that pillars one was over here, I'd be doing this side still, and then I'm going to be hopping across and going to that next one. So only step on the tiles you need to step on. Step on any more, it won't work. Kill axe, it's annoying. Hop through there. And do this one. So I mean, we did the opposite side, so if pillars were there, I'd have done the same side. If they were here, I'd have done the other side. That one's pretty weird. A lot of things work on there. It's not like a set best way of doing it, so. As you can see, oh, I'm being silly. I didn't need to do it because I did that one. I can skip that. Told you I'm not a top gamer. I don't worry too much about going into the boss rooms with max HP, because a berserker, the lower my HP, the more damage I'm going to do with my first few max hits, and then I'll eat some when I get in there to lower my risk of dying, but at least my DPS will be a bit better at the start if I've got lower HP. Obviously perfect strat would be going in with 1 HP, not making sure you don't take any damage, but I'm not too fussy about seconds and extra damage and stuff, so I'm a pretty chill guy. Shout out to Timmy, by the way. He's been the most loyal supporter of this channel by far so far. He's been an absolute legend. Comments on every video, he likes every video, watches every video. He's an absolute boyo. So shout out to Timmy. Long overdue. He's deserved a shout out for a long time. Timmy Engelbrecht. Tell me if I'm saying that right, Timmy, mate. When that poo special comes, move out of the way. I do one there, and then I'll do the second one here when it does come. You'll know when it's coming because you get flies around you, and there's a pause. You get used to it. But if I do these two, it'll block in the melee, and the melee can do a little bit of damage to you, so it's a little bit annoying. After a few of these, he's going to chuck out some balls. Like this. I kill the big balls, because it's good points, while moving out of the way of those, and then stay out of the way of them, because they'll blow up. Like that, and they will do 20 or so damage, so not a big deal if you do miss it. See, there's a pause, it's because he's going to shoot me into the wall, or boo on the ground, so stay out of the way of them, stay on this line. There and backwards is fine. If I'm further ahead, like there, it will shoot out diagonally. Still do the same thing, it just gives me a little bit less room to play with. Space is a big deal in this room. You do have plenty of space. If you do it right, you have loads and loads and loads of space. If you do it wrong, you don't have any space and you'll die. Interesting fact with Executioner, you can use it on every phase in this room. Really, really good. Because this room's a long one. See, there's a pause, he's going to shoot me again. If I go right back there, he takes 1 square out of the game. Loads of room still. He's on 20 now, 20%, so I can put that axe on, get rid of that phase completely, and get ready to kill the healers. I like to take a couple chunks off that guy first, because my 2 max hits are going to help, and I'll start taking out healers for points. I need protect from range on when they do come out, and if you need some health, you can put ancients on here and heal off the healers. Make sure you move out of the way of the things that are blowing up the big squares on the ground, because they'll mess you up. If I get a tick or two where I can't attack any healers, I'll try and do a bit more damage to these, just to save some time. But honestly, you can't really do this phase wrong, because if he heals him, you just get more points while you're killing him. But again, with him, you can use the axe as well, which is always good. Where's my trident? There it is. This guy's going to heal, so definitely kill that guy. Use my axe again. Never mind. Make sure I kill all the balls. If you don't kill these, like if you miss one, it's not a big deal. In fact, I'll leave that one for you and I'll show you. It's just going to spawn a little bug, which are one hit like this. They'll hit you with range, they'll run away as well, but hit it once and it's dead because of Berserker. He's going to blow me up. Luckily I got far back and it didn't take any more. Too much room out of the corner off the map for me. You see I'm getting a bit low on food. Just like that, got all my food back because the banker's note is probably the longest room this. But you do get a lot of points from it, so don't rush it because you are going to be here a while. It's not the end of the world. He's going to shoot more balls out. This happens a lot, and every time he does, you're getting points. See the poo's coming, so I've gone into the corner. Click away, make sure you spam click away, otherwise it'll trap you in the corner and do you a bit of damage. It'll push you out one way, it's 50-50. If it pushes you out the wrong way, you're trapped and you're going to die. It's 20%, so the axe is coming out, saving the day. I'll get ready for the next phase, which is going to have a medic, a arcane scarab, so you kill them immediately. Because I'm far casting, I'm going to get it from miles away and nearly kill it anyway. Kill it anyway, in fact. As you can see, my health's a bit low. I'm going to put my ancient staff on so I can save food. Not the end of the world, it's only food, but save it, saves me getting more. Nice and easy. I'm going to get 2-3 shots off on that and then move. He's big boy healed. I'm full HP, I'll put my trident on for ease now. I'm going to make sure I kill this as quick as I can. Further away, I get a few more max hits off in time. And he's dead, just like that. With my axe. Move out of the way, start killing this guy. Again, one square away from them at least. These are a bit of a bummer. They have got quite high defense for some reason. When you get their axe, bosh. Just save a bit of time. You can do all this without the axe, it's really not a big deal. I'm going to eat just in case I get trapped here, which I shouldn't. Sound, and then I'm going to put some more food in my inventory. Probably expect a poo special soon. There is a rotation, so you'll know when they're coming if you do a bit of research. I haven't done the research because I'm too lazy. There's a poo special. I'm going to stand here because it looks a bit sketchy in that corner. Move 1 or 2 squares out of the way. Not lost any space. Told you it's a long room. With the shadow, this is obviously very easy, and that's what I'm grinding TOA for. See, I was too close to that, did 23 damage to me. Click my food the wrong way around as well, so I need to be careful now. Now I can eat. Poo-poo's coming. Dodge out of the way. Oh, we good, homie. Couple more hits. He has got high defense, so it takes a long time, but a couple more hits, and I'll be able to use my axe to save time. There's the one. Put my axe out, make sure I don't stand in that. Now it's going to be his last phase, and because it's his last phase, he automatically does one of those bangs, chucks you into a corner. I have found getting my Fang out is quite good, because obviously the Fang hits him a lot more. But I don't really care that much. It's close. It's not definite. Balls. Saw some flies on me there, and there's a pause. I'll move out of the way. Hit that for no reason, other than getting some points. I'm not going to eat another prayer pot here because he's not dead. On to the next room. Nice and easy. Because we've done 2, we get Helpful Spirit, which will give us food. I always go power first. It's almost always got the 2 salts, and I take those out. I'll put them somewhere in my inventory, I'm not going to lose them. Straight into Akka. I need inventory space, so I'm going to note my food. Get one of these. Rune pickaxes that I've left in there. Pick up a mirror, and it looks like I'm going to need 2 mirrors. The plugin helps this again. You can see the red, half see-through squares. Mine that down. Don't put my axe on. Put my thing on the ground. Rotate that anti-clockwise. That's now in the right place. Pick up another mirror. You can tactically do these as well. I'm going to do this one last, because when I do it, I'm going to be nice and close to this. I rotate that clockwise once, move here, wait for a second, push it, and now instead of standing directly next to this, I'll stand one away, and when it goes green, click that, and if I was quick enough, I'd have been able to get it immediately, but I'm not going to be able to get it in 1 down now. If I had a dragon pick, and I get that right, I'll get it 1 down every time. If I get it perfect with a rune pick, sometimes I'll get it 1 down, but I'm going to have to go again after this. Not the end of the world. More points, if anything. It's not a lot of points, so don't go out of your way to do that. Which way round we going here? That way, so that's right. And the last thing I'm going to have to do is mine this. I actually need a mirror there, so is that going to shoot me? Yeah, not a big deal. Again, I'll just do more damage when I get into the boss room. Get out of the way of that though, I don't want too much damage onto me. Pick up this mirror. Again, I don't need to be perfect because he's like 1 hit, so put that down, stand here, push it when I need it, and then go around here, take me to where I need to be, get out of the way of that so it don't bang me, and attack that, and in 1 hit, 2 hits. That's that prep room done. Remember to always put your pickaxe away. Get my tickets back out again. Go and start Akka. Now Akka, you want to sniff a smelling salt. Mage offensive prayer, parry melee, go in and start banging him. And after the first few hits, take so much health off so quickly because of those berserker hits. And as you can see, it hits you through prayer, so always worth keeping your health up here. Now, I'm going to not eat first because I want to do more damage to that nice and quick. Because once that's down, I can start attacking him again. Eat, start attacking him. Watch his overheads because he swaps them randomly and quite often, and it's very annoying. So they always go to the left, so my next one will be range, next will be mage, after that, and then it'll go back to melee again. But as soon as I swap, oh nice, we're getting nice and long, so I can stay on melee. Mage prayer, sorry. Hook this thing up again, get ready to swap, because it comes out of nowhere and it'll fuck you up. I am getting quite low, so I'm gonna eat, and here goes the Simon Says special. I've got 5 because I'm level 2. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bosh. Down into here, start attacking him again. You've got to drag him into the corner, otherwise you're not going to do damage. The corner where you've taken out his little totem thing. Refill that while I've got a sec. He swapped, so I put my melee attack on. Start messing him up. Now I like to get a bit fruity here because I'm not going to use this adrenaline anywhere else. Put it on now, and I start specialing him. Doesn't matter, it's terrible timing. Again, look how much I'm taking my time. Doesn't matter, make sure your overheads are on right. can attack it. Swap your offences after. Make sure your overheads are right, everything else will go in time. It's not the end of the world. Swap over, back to mage. Funky switches, but I'll survive. And pretty soon, I'm going to have to go over here, kill this guy. It's going to put me in the middle, so I'm going to keep attacking that down while I wait for this. Am I right? Yes. I just need to attack it with melee. Like that. And now, because I've had my liquid adrenaline, I can spec it like crazy. And this just makes this go a bit quicker, because obviously this is off relic for me, so it's going to be slow if I don't absolutely melt him, and this is my best way of doing damage output. Unfortunately, we didn't get a long smash on him there. Unload some more food while I'm here. One more. You do damage. Hover over these, because it'll swap again soon. He doesn't have to go over there to take that guy out of the game. Simon says, pay attention to this, it's going to be 5 because he's level 2. Because I've got walk the path on. Just click as you wear a bang. You can't go wrong. It's nice and easy, that. It looks terrifying and hard. As soon as you hear a bang, just click. Like that on. Back to mage, which we like. My damage with mage is crazy. Very annoying that he's just swapped immediately. But I can swap back to that now and go over here and do some more with this. I'm going to eat a food, because I can. Start messing him up again. I've probably run out of the liquid adrenaline now. Ooh. Swap, quick, nice. Again, just keep paying attention to what he's doing. When that overhead swaps, his attack style is going to swap. Just like that. Simon says, in the middle. So that's done. Start eating some food. Get me sent over here. He's not praying against melee, so I melee him. Pray range because he's ranging me. This is good because I'm going to finish this phase and I can start speccing my way through the comp phase as well, which is very, very annoying phase and very difficult, but quite easy when you've got a lot of tickies. So I'll do that. Make sure I've got plenty. Here we go. I like to put that on. Some people do it differently, but I wang that on. And the best way I've found of staying out of the way of these is try and stay in a corner somewhere-ish, like this. And it's very hard, so don't worry if you do get hit like that. Eat your food, it's not the end of the world. Make sure you keep unnoting them as you go. See, this looks just crazy, so I'll run into a corner because it seems to be a bit safer. Oh, I got an attack level or something. Keep on noting food, you can't really die here. Yes, the DPS is slow. So what? If you're alive, who cares? Oh, look at that movement. Oh. And we're good. Looks hard, not as hard when you got food. Set to 2. Click, 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 click. Eat food. Click, 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 click. Eat food. This room's where you can die, because the damage from him is ridiculous. So I like to sort my inventory out first, like this. I will, in this scenario, make sure I've got plenty of tickies out. Eat the food, because I'm lazy, and do that way. The prep room's also the worst on this one, but with relics and ancient magics, not that bad. I will put my tickies away, because I don't need them. Make sure I know where they are in my inventory. And put my mage stuff on. Pray range, because they'll do the most damage to you. Just wait for shit to pop up. And when it does, click on them. You'll one bang most things, except for the baboon mages, whatever they're called. I'll show you soon. But when someone lights up red, click on it, click the appropriate thing. Baboon mages look like this. Wait for it, kids. There. Baboon shaman. I just hit them twice and Berserker kills them. Easy. But make sure you hit them twice and it'll just save you loads of time, because if you don't, the defense is quite high as well. These things are going to blow up, these volatile baboons. But if you kill them before they get to you, I like to two-hit them as well. One-hit them, sorry. Because they'll drag poison everywhere, so prioritise them and the baboon mages. Baboon shaman, sorry. You'll know them. These ones are called cursed baboons. They've got poison underneath their feet. Stop him from blowing up on me. Stop him from blowing up on me. Run over here, drag that one out, kill him. Two-hit the shaman still. As I'm running over here, kill that. Put the poison out, move out of the way. Don't get blown up. And it looks like, oh, I might be losing some health, but don't worry, because I'm using blood magics. Someone might be at my door. They're not getting answered to. As soon as they get near you, if they're going to blow up on you, they'll stay still anyway. So just if you're moving about, you're safe. If you don't think you've killed it in time, move out of the way. And that's that room done. Back in a second. I missed the time by 10 seconds, now I'll be fuming. I won't, I'll miss it by a couple minutes, but I don't care. This is mage all the way through room, so pro mage. Sniff of salt. Smash him up. I've got an invocation called Mind the Gap on, which means when you get pushed down, you can get pushed into that pile of stuff, so don't. Run out of the way of his floor stuff. Make sure I've got my tickets out. And when he throws that, make sure you're next to a boulder or one of the sarcophagi. After he's chucked his boulder, I'm back at him up and downstairs. Shoot that thing. Baboons, because they'll do damage to you. When he gets a certain amount of dead, I'm not sure what it is, but if you look at his HP percentage, you'll know. He's going to move, make sure they don't get you as well, because they'll do damage. Run all the way across, if you need to. Make sure you're always eating food and stuff. Next to this, remember, because I'll bash you. See, that's going to be an issue, because you might be able to push me into the thing there. Here we go. Run away from the gap. It's called Mind the Gap for a reason. The best way I like to do these is attack him after you've attacked a boulder. You don't have to run up. Timing's a bit tricky, but it's not too tricky. Just like that, you've done all that extra damage. Mage Relic's not the best relic here by far, because it does the least DPS to him, but it's also not the end of the world. Make sure I'm next to that, but remember, I'm also there, so before I need to. Shit. We're okay. Eat plenty of food. Make sure you're next to them. Remember, eat loads of food. You're not going to be skint, don't worry about it. Kill that while I'm here, because I can. Run across. Keep eating food, because he really does batter you. Run out of the way of the floor stomp. I'm going to run up from this, as I can. And I'm going to make sure that that doesn't line me up with the gap, and it doesn't, so I'm good. Use that time to eat food while I'm not doing DPS. Melt him again. Not be long now, and he's going to shoot up to the top again. I'm going to use this time to run across. Oh shit. Yeah, fucked it. Just like that. Just bad timing. So anyone can die. Luckily I've got softcore run on. I am going to lose a lot of percentage there, which is devastating. But shit happens. Don't kill yourself about it. Sniff another salt. Go again. Sucks because now for the video there's a good chance I don't get purple, which is upsetting. But it's not like you've not seen me get purple before, is it? So run out of the way of that. And make sure I'm up here. Make sure I'm there in time, because that will melt me. Eat food. Where's his boulder? Over there. So kill them, because they're annoying. Make sure I've not hit him, so he doesn't push me into a boulder when he puts me down. Eat food. Carry on. Eat food, kill. That's how you do this. Make sure you got food, words. Oh, flustered. I'm fuming about dying there. It does suck here as well, because sometimes it's not your fault. Yeah, obviously, that was amazing. I could have maybe dodged that, but you can see it's sometimes just a bit unlucky, and it sucks, but never mind. There we go. So cool. As soon as I know I've hit it, because of the XP drop, click in the middle. Kill a boulder. Kill him. I might edit the video so it looks like I've died on purpose so I can show you. Now, where's the fun in that? You're gonna chuck that thing at me? Never mind, he's gonna stomp on the ground. Did two things at once there. It's basically cheating at this point. This is very annoying, so I'm gonna fly all the way up here. Make sure I'm there. Still does so much fucking damage. This is where I go for all my food and leagues. Kill the baboons. That's going to hit me now as well. No, it's not, because I'm meant. Run immediately, so that's a long way. Run out of the way of that. Hope he doesn't push us down, because that would have been me dead again. That'd have been fuming. Right, now I can run all the way down here safely, because I haven't just hit him, so he's not going to push me down the bottom. Dodge is special while I'm at it, which is nice. Rearrange my inventory a little bit. And with a few more hits, he's going to run back up top, which is good. That might push him. Yeah, see, if I'd run across there, same thing would have happened again, and I'd have been fucking livid. So we learnt from that lesson. and we carry on. As you can see, I'm not going to make the time, so you'll be able to see what happens when you don't make the time as well. Nothing happens at all. You just, that number 500 will change to 480. My chances will drop a bit, but if I figured it out right, and I'm finishing on 15% with Deathless, obviously not this time. If I've figured it out right, 5 times 15%, 75%, and then the extra 3 times from the other invocation that the leagues has given us, that leaves us on like 110% or something. So I don't think you can not get purple, and I'll still be very likely to get purple because I'm on 7% now. I'll finish on 10% plus, I think, and then 8 times that is 80, so still a very good chance I get one. We always take life second, so I always go power first, life second, because it has the 3 things in that I want. I'll arrange my inventory slightly now. I'm going to put those away so I can get the things out that I want, and then fill the rest of my inventory with tickies, like that. Nice and easy. I will put those like that to make it easier to click on, but apart from that, nothing's changed. We can go straight in. Remember to swap your axe out, because that's embarrassing as well. Done that a few times. And you can use these sparingly as well, because once you get good, it doesn't really matter. If you're doing it right, you're not taking damage anyway. But I did tell you Baba would be where I died, and I was right. Have I salted? Yes, cool. I've still got 2.5 minutes of salt left, luckily, so no worries for there. Try not to lose DPS, and when this sits down to 20, and use my axe again. Gonna be awkward now, because I have to run out here now. But I can use my axe. Shit, that's not. Oh shit! Fucking misclick. Lost another 2% there, so this is fucking fun. At least you get to see what it's really like. God damn it! And I have to use my salt now as well. So let's hope we get it right this time, because I only get 3 lives. Misclicks will get me every single time, because I'm not a good gamer and I miss lots of clicks. I've done so many of these Deathless lately as well. I haven't died once in ages. I put softcore on just because I could, and I had the invocation space. The second I record a video, because I'm talking, dead. Twice. 1 raid. I've already killed it as well, I didn't even need to. This bit I'm going to leave my health low, so when the first node thing pops out, I can start bashing it nice and early, get extra damage, because my health's low. But with him, he's going to shoot that out of his right hand. It's a red ball, or other things, but primarily red ball, and when he swings, it's a range attack, like that. So make sure your prayers are right, don't worry about anything else. There's a lot going on here, but basically, I've marked that tile because it allows me to do that nice and easy. That's a range special, not your prayer off. And now you can see, because I'm 35 HP, I'm going to hit so much harder. 62s instead of like 54s or whatever I usually hit. So doing this will just make sure it's a 3 down instead of the small possibility of it being a 4 down, which I don't like. Just like that, I can think more about getting my prayers right. And go into range, because he's now weak to range. That can be another special, so I move there just in case. But when he starts shooting these red balls, stand within 2 squares of him, and you go to 1 square, and it's got to be next to him, it can't be diagonal as well. You can be far away from him, that also does the same thing, but that special looks like the same as the mage, as you can see there, so just get out of the way of that. Swap when you need to, and I'm going to use my Scarab, which passively heals my prayer, save me worrying about drinking a prayer pot. move out of the way of those. If you don't, it'll freeze you. You don't take any damage, but if they come out at the same time as this stuff, that shit will kill you. So try not to get frozen. You don't have much time to move out of the way of those either, so it's worth trying to be a bit sharp on them. Give me while I concentrate, because I don't fancy failing a raid while I'm doing a guide on it, because that would be barely embarrassing. Take my prayer off, because he's not going to be damaging me. As you can see now, in the second phase, for whatever reason, it's not a guaranteed max hit. So this is where you want to make sure you're salted. Lower HP helps, but not as much, because it doesn't raise your guaranteed max hit unless he's on full HP. Because he's not, you're not doing a max hit. But now though, I'm back to my mage, which is my honor relic, which is good, because I'll melt through this really quick. I'll also show you what the bandage does, silk dressing it's called. Without dying, honest. Get my head back in the game, we're good. Yeah, bandage will passively heal you, which is nice. I'll use my scarab again, move out of the way of that. There's a lot going on with these. This is quite tricky on a fire invocation, because a lot of stuff happens more, basically. It's not crazy, and it will get you a couple of times while you're learning. Don't let it get you down. Keep going. It's hard, but would you rather try this 3 times and every time you do it definitely get a purple, or would you rather send 200s all day and maybe not get a purple? Completely up to you. There's no wrong answer there. All the same sort of thing, so whatever works best for you. If you're doing this guide, I imagine you want to try and guarantee some purples there, so. There's a rhythm with this as well. Like that, you don't lose any ticks. I mark that title because that's the middle, just gives me a little bit of a visual aid. But we're basically going right, left, middle. Now I like to click on that tile as well. You put your melee weapon on, and every attack is 1 hit on that for whatever reason. It does make it much easier. And you go straight back to banging his head off. If I start to lose any HP, I'll remember that I've got my silk dressing and use my silk dressing. Now anyway, it's going to send out those again, which also brings out Zabak on the left if you can see him, and he's going to do his normal shit like that, so I need to pray against it. Keep an eye on it, it makes a different noise if you get really good at listening. I know this sounds like a guide, and it is kind of a guide, but it's more just to let people see how I'm doing it. It might not even be the best way, but it's my favourite way of doing it at the minute. It probably doesn't have much stick, seeing as I've died twice, but I'm going to leave it in because it just shows that I've been getting deathless every time without a struggle. It just shows that everyone will die here. It doesn't take a big mistake at all. And after this one, I can use my axe as well. Don't worry about that mage attack hitting me. It might do. But now he's on 14%, so I can just literally spam the axe, do all the damage, put the fucking whole thing in that doesn't exist. Now, I'm on a 10% So if my maths is right, that's going to be an 80%, and I should still have a purple for you boys. So let's have a cheeky look. Still a purple for the video. We love it. This is a stat board. I'm sure you've all seen this, but you go on, shows you your stuff. I took a lot of damage. I usually take about 600, so chatting's obviously hard. I also did more damage because I was in there longer. As you can see on the top left, my invocation's gone to 480 because I was 7.5 minutes too slow because I'm a million deaths. But all you have to do is click on this little purple chest and you get good news, whatever it is. It's all good money. I want Missouri chaps or a shadow. If I have a shadow, I'll cry for you. Missouri body, that's a shame because as you can see I've already got a Missouri body, but it's a gross amount of money, which is cool, and I think it alks for a lot of money as well. 720k, so yeah, sounds crazy alking it, but we're leagues, we're Iron Men, we can't sell it, can we? So I hope that helped. Like I say, less of a guide, but hopefully it'll help you a little bit, and there are guides on leagues tombs out there, but I don't see the point in them because unless you've picked the same relics, it's not going to apply to you very well. This is my guide on TOA. It'll be good. I'll link that above and put that at the end of this video, so that'll teach you really into all the mechanics. This is just to show you that with less than ideal gear, you can do 500s, and not to be too scared to give it a go. And also, if it's not for you, if it looks like a bit much, don't do it. Do something. I can walk through 200s with my eyes shut on leagues, so just send loads of 200s. If you're never getting completions on 500s, there's no point in doing them, but if this looks manageable, give it a go. So if that helped, consider subscribing to the channel please, and like the video, and I'll see you in the next video.